Will you reducing your carbon footprint down make a difference? This is the most commonly frustrating question I get asked, because the answer is obviously yes. Everyone needs to be doing something. I don't really care if it's small or if it's big, just do something. We don't have time to faff around here. We need to get on and just make these reductions. Yes, there is a question here that small businesses the big businesses, do have more of a responsibility here and should be doing more. And yes, the government should be doing more. But I think that's going to be the case for the next 2 to 3 decades. There's always more that we should be doing and could be doing. And the point is, if you're a small business and you're not doing enough, then you could and should be doing more. And you're in a position where you can move far quicker than bigger companies can. The reason why Small 99 has got a 1 million by 2025 net zero pledge is because small businesses can move quickly. They can make these decisions and make these changes very quickly and offset accordingly. And therefore, they can have a big impact once that cohort comes together. There's 5.9 million businesses in the UK that have less than 9 employees that are defined as a micro business or a small business. That's even if 1 tonne reduction from all of those companies is 6 million tonnes of CO2 saved per year. That's a huge amount. Yes, big companies need to be doing more, and yes, they are part of that. But you have to also remember that a lot of the small businesses in the UK are part of those big companies' emissions. If you look at someone like Starbucks, and I think Lidl and H&M, I think they did their supply chain, their scope emissions recently, their carbon footprint emissions, and 95% of their emissions were in their scope 3. Now, their scope 3 is their supply chain, essentially. It is the businesses that are supplying them with goods and services from around the world. You're probably in that supply chain somewhere. This is a web, this is a chain. And the more that you can reduce your emissions down, the more that you're reducing the other companies in your chain, both like above and below, what you're doing. This is where the scope 3 emissions are really powerful and really important to use, because what you do does have an impact on everyone else in that chain. You're part of an economy, you're part of a web, you have relationships with everyone else, and therefore you making reductions is going to make a huge difference. And within small businesses, there are a lot of them in the UK, and if everyone was doing that, we'd see this problem really start changing very, very quickly. So, will you making a change make a difference? Absolutely, and you have more power over the bigger businesses than maybe you realise.